Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to you, Akim and Akwat, out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. All right, so hey, I was browsing Reddit. Wasn't even, specifically looking for topics at the time. All right, and I was, I stumbled across this, and lo and behold, hey, and it ended up being a topic. All right, so this is something I wanted to grab. It's from Ask Reddit. All right, if any of you brothers and sisters are unfamiliar with what Ask Reddit is, Ask Reddit's, it's a subreddit where basically people just ask a bunch of random ass questions. All right, and this one came up. It said, "Men of Reddit, would you date a woman that has done OnlyFans? Why or why not?" All right, now initially I thought, people in these comment boards about to be, on some heinous shit. All right, saying, yeah, they would and all that. But hey, lo and behold, most people said no, all right, which is decent. Now, there were people that said yes, all right, but the majority, all right, was no, all right, was no. The answer to this question, majority of people would say no, all right. So we're going to grab this topic, all right. We're going to read two comments specifically, all right, one on the no side, one on the yes side, and then we're going to grab some scriptures, all right, and hey, that's how we're going to get it, Lord willing, okay. So, men of Reddit, would you date a woman that has done OnlyFans? Why or why not? All right, and this guy, Tumadri, says, been down this road a few times. It becomes exhausting. Pictures are their job, so if you're not taking them for them, it's selfies, vacation, nude, daily in the room, replies back to guys every morning or night. They become numb to compliments and normal life without realizing it. All right, and another one on that, another guy, I didn't even end up saving that one. All right, but he was saying that, he says it's a lot of the time it's not just pictures. All right, if you're wanting to make money, all right, a lot of the time these women are also messaging these men. All right, he was saying that they will be messaging. All right, and you're sitting in bed together, and she's over there, dirty talking to some dude to make a buck. All right, and that's going off. All right, you women that are trying to make bucks that way, hey, that's going off. All right, that's whoremongering. All right, because you're selling yourself. All right, even though, and a lot of these women, all right, because I was going to get on the topic and said, even if you're not, actually physically, having sexual intercourse with these people, all right, you're still selling yourself. All right, you're selling images of yourself, all right, that no one's really supposed to see except your husband. All right, you're doing all this disgusting shit. All right, but hey, we know a lot of those OnlyFans women as well are also doing meetups. All right, there's that video that the brother posted. And you know what? Let's see if we can go find it. All right, let's see if we can go find it. Let's see. Bear with me. Let's see here. I believe it was fairly recently. You brothers and sisters, some of you might have already seen it. All right. That's not the one. Should be here somewhere. Shouldn't take too long. Let me see. Might have been a little bit further back. I don't think that's it. Nope. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit further than this. Might have been a little older than I remembered it being. That's not the one. Nope. Bear with me just a moment here. I know it's in here somewhere. It's like, yeah, I would have had it pulled up, but I didn't think about it until I just mentioned that. All right, it's a video. You see Eve, in a hotel room, meeting up with this guy when she already has a husband. All right. If I can't find it through here, I'm sure I could find it through search. Let me see. Okay, now it looks like we're getting closer. I remember that video. That dude getting hit by that car, crushed by that car into his garage. Come on, man. Where the hell is this at? It's gonna bug me. I gotta play this video. I don't know if it was over a month ago, wasn't it? It was pretty long ago. There it is.
So I just pulled up to the Comfort Inn Hotel. I don't even know what to do right now. Like this is crazy, but I pulled up here, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I did this. My wife of 4 years is in this hotel right now, and she don't have a clue that I'm out here. The thing is, she's been on Onlyfans for a while now. I didn't know. I had no clue. I didn't know. I had no clue that this is what she was doing.
All right, so this is a different story too. This man didn't know. All right, so this man, if he really didn't know, he wasn't in the wrong on this. He had no idea. All right, now some of these men, they're letting their wife do that. That's going off, man. That's going off. All right, that ain't no. But hey, we're gonna continue playing this. All right.
She about to find out today. The reason I found out is because my homie, he got an OnlyFans. Well, he don't have one, but he be on OnlyFans. And he runs across my wife's page, and he tells me that my wife has an OnlyFans. So I'm like, what? Wow. So every day she's coming home, she's acting regular. She doesn't know that I even know this shit. So what I did is made a fake OnlyFans page, and I made my name D-Rock on there. You know, I made my name D-Rock, and she don't know what's going on. I'm gonna say, how you doing, man? You all right? Nah, I'm good. So she don't know what's going on. Is in this hotel right now, and she don't have a clue that I'm out here. The thing is, she's been on OnlyFans for a while now. I didn't know. I had no clue. I didn't know. I had no clue that this is what she was doing. But she about to find out today. The reason I found out is because my homie, he got an OnlyFans. Well, he don't have one, but he be on OnlyFans. And he runs across my wife's page, and he tells me that my wife has an OnlyFans. So I'm like, what? Wow. So every day she's coming home, she's acting regular. She doesn't know that I even know this shit. So what I did is made a fake OnlyFans page, and I made my name D-Rock on there. You know, I made my name. What is you doing? I said, what is you doing? Doing stuff like that. I'm thinking this shit. I made a fake page on OnlyFans. I started hanging out with her friends and stuff like that. When she's going for hours at a time, I'm not overthinking it. The whole time she has OnlyFans. So I made an OnlyFans. And we've been talking for a week on OnlyFans, right? And she don't know. So she just gave me a room number and everything. Oh, here you go. She gave me a room number and everything. And she does not know that I am coming to this door. So that being said, I'm finna bust it. And I'm not doing it no more because it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Look at it. And she don't even know. Look at it. Exactly. Open No. Court. Open the No. Open the Open the
The original video didn't have her face covered like that.
You doing meetups?
And I don't think it should have the face covered, you know, because if you're gonna be on OnlyFans posting up like that, you know, hey, And what, you can't show your face on a video?
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. No, I'm not stupid. I'm D-Rock. I'm D-Rock. Don't stop playing. I'm D-Rock. You know, yeah, you know now. You didn't know. I'm D-Rock, the one you been DMing on OnlyFans for the past week. Look at this shit, man. I'm sitting at the house the other day when she talking about, oh, I'm business meetings or I'm hanging with my friends. You do meetups. There's nothing to explain. Nothing to explain. You in the man, I don't give a about no more. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to hear none of them excuses. You and this motherfucker in a whole fucking bikini or some shit about to try to do meetups. What the you doing? Let me ask you, what are you doing with these meetups? Because you didn't know this was me. That's me you've been talking to for this whole past week. You been coming, listen, coming home. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You've been coming I'm not trying to hear none of that shit. You've been coming home, laying in the bed with me, I don't about none of that crying, none of that shit. You've been coming home. Listen, you've been coming, no, because that shit crazy. You be coming home every day laying with me and doing all that shit the whole time you doing meetups and shit. No, ain't none of that. You doing meetups. This is what I did not want to marry. This is not what I want. I didn't marry. This is not what I married. We've been married 4 years. We've been married 4 years. Ain't no such thing. There's no dance.
Now, she been doing this. You don't know what she been doing the other 4 years, all right? This ain't something that just popped up.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. No, don't try to cover yourself up. Don't try to cover. Why are you embarrassed now? You wasn't embarrassed at first. You wasn't embarrassed when you was on there. I don't give. Now she want to cry. I don't give about none of that crying. Just know this: when you come home, get your shit. I ain't know I love you shit. You don't fucking love me. You don't love me. You don't let me. Back away from me. Back away from me. Back away from me. Back away from me. Ain't no dead shit. You doing meetups. You got an OnlyFans, you doing meetups. You doing OnlyFans, no, don't touch Katrina, don't touch me. You got an OnlyFans, you doing meetups all the time. Now you want to cry and do all that shit? No, I with you. So just whatever. Do it. Listen. Finish doing what you want to sit there. Finish doing what you was doing. Finish doing about what you thought you about to do. Call the next thing, but come get your shit. Your shit will be outside when you come home. Your shit will be. I don't give about none of that. I don't give about none of that. I don't even know if the kids mind. I don't even know if they mind now after this shit. I don't give Yeah, it's all good. You can try to get mad. You can flip it all you want. It's all good.
That's what you want to do.
You come get your shit.
That's what you want to do.
You come get your shit. I know that. You come get your shit. You get your shit. Don't come to my house. Come get your shit and leave. These out here. Tell me.
There you go. Hey, man. That's how these women be, all right? You can't be trusting them. All right, let alone fucking... You got these simps out here that are really going to be letting their wife do that shit, man. If you're letting your wife do that, you're going off too, man. You're going off too. All right? But you women doing that, hey, that's adultery. You men letting that happen, that's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. You can't, all that weird shit, all right? You can't be on that weird shit, all right? She gets with 5 men, I get with 5 different women. We just have an open relationship. That's going off. That's what the fuck? What the fuck is that? That don't make no damn sense, all right? At that point, y'all ain't even that ain't even a relationship, man. That's some weirdo shit. All right. The Minaret, would you date a woman that has done OnlyFans? Why or why not? Says, been down that road a few times, it becomes exhausting. Pictures are their job, so if you're not taking them for them, that's some simp-ass shit, all right? If your wife has an OnlyFans, all right, and that's going off, all right, and you're going to help her take photos, that's fucking going off, all right? You're down with other men looking at, you're promoting adultery, man. It says, pictures are their job, so if you're not taking them for them, it's selfies, vacation, nudes, daily in the room, replies back to guys every morning or night. They become numb to compliments and normal life without realizing it, all right? So, hey, it's going off. It's going off, all right? Let's grab, this is Exodus 20, verse 1, all right? Just to show you real quick. I'm all the way up the top just to show you what it says, all right? It says the 10 commandments. So these are the 10 commandments, all right, that were spoken by Yahweh, all right? Let's go down to verse 14, all right, right here. It says, thou shalt not commit adultery, all right? Now adultery, all right, if you go and look up All right, adultery says voluntary violation of the marriage bed. All right, can we get down? Let's see. See, no, that's no, that's bullshit. You gotta read between that. Sex between husband and wife for recreational purpose. That's not adultery. Idolatry? No, that's not the same thing. Lewdness. See, this ain't got the right. They ain't got the right one for that. Yeah, here it is. See, adultery.
Adultery.
Voluntary sexual intercourse between a married person and a person who is not his or her spouse. She was committing adultery with a much younger man, all right? And doing that, sending pictures and all that stuff when you're married, that's adultery as well. All right, if you're a married woman, all right, and you're sending pictures to another man, I don't care if you're getting with him or not, all right, that's adultery. All right, that's adultery. You're letting that man see your naked body, that is adultery. All right, let's get, you know what, let's see. Adultery, now adultery, woman that break wedlock. To commit adultery. So it's just going to lead you back to the word adultery, all right? So it's not going to give anything deeper than that. But, hey, we got what adultery was, all right? So let's go back, all right? Let me put my thing back in here, all right? So let's go back here. Exodus 20:14, thou shalt not commit adultery, all right? So it's commanded of you not to do that, all right? Matthew 5:28, let's grab that. All right, it reads, says, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. All right, so that's another thing. All right, you women, you can't be doing that. All right, because you're adulterer, and guess what? Those men, those might be, single. No, well, it doesn't matter if you're single or not. They may have a wife, and you shouldn't see. And this is why another reason why you shouldn't be looking at this shit. All right, you Jakes out there, you shouldn't be looking at no Pornhub, no Onlyfans, no what the fuck, they had the old ass one. I can't remember the name of the shit. You know how Jake be doing. They be getting like black queens and shit. Hey, don't be doing none of that shit, man. Don't be doing none of that shit. It's an embarrassing topic. But hey, damn near almost every man done looked at some shit like that. All right, hey, it's available. All right, but you shouldn't be because you don't know what you're looking at. All right, and this Matthew 5:27 is a good example, man. It says, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. So that's why, hey, you shouldn't be looking at that. You don't know if that woman's married or what. She's doing something behind the man's back. Guess what? You looked at her. You did the old, I don't want to say this in a comical matter. You spanked the monkey. All right, whatever you want to call it. All right, you beat your meat. Okay, whatever. You do all that shit. All right, and guess what? You don't know that you even just committed adultery, man. All right, by looking at her. All right. Now, you get with a prostitute, that's a different story. All right, you can get with a prostitute, that's a different story. All right, but these women, you don't know if these women are sneaking off behind their man's back. All right, and snapping these pictures. All right, making these little videos. All right, you don't know how that media is getting to your screen. all right? You don't know, okay? And a lot of dudes, I like the amateurs, but guess what? The amateur shit that isn't shot professionally, you don't know what they're doing, man. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know. All right, a lot of these so-called porn stars, they have husbands, all right, or they have husbands as well, all right, or some of them might fall into being a harlot, all right, but some of them might just make videos with their man, and you can't be watching that, man. There's a lot of porn stars that make videos just with their man. All right, they have like a channel set up together. It's just two. They don't do it with a whole bunch of people. Just them. You can't be watching that, man. That's going off. All right, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. All right, and even if you didn't intend to, man, hey, that's still something. That's still something that you don't want to be. You don't want to be around that. All right. Even if it's not intentional, all right, and you look, oh yeah, what? It's a difference, but hey, even if it's unintentional, man, you don't want to. It's like if you were eating, if you were eating something that you knew has a high probability, that has a 50-50 chance of having pork in it, maybe don't eat that thing, all right? It's probably not good to eat because there's a 50-50 chance. Now, and now our food is defiled, it's cooked on the same grill as pork and shit, and we shouldn't even be eating that. But I'm saying if there was a dish and you don't know it may or may not have pork in it, all right, you're not going to spend the time to ask or do anything. Maybe just don't eat that, all right? Maybe eat something that doesn't have that in it, all right? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna support one girl. No, you don't know. Again, how are you gonna know? Or do you know her life? Do you know she doesn't have a man hiding? She's hiding. She's sneaking off. You don't know, man. You can't trust these women. All right, you can't trust these women. All right, and as soon as this whole OnlyFans shit, as soon as this came out, it's almost every woman in the world. I won't say every woman because there's some women that wouldn't even want to do that. All right, but a lot of these slutty ass women. All right, they got those dollar signs light up in their eyes. All right, saying how they can make a buck. All right, whether they're with a man or not. All right, and that's why you men that get with these hoes. I got with this bad bitch. She had 40, 50 men under her belt, but it's fine. It's cool. She ain't doing that. No, hey, and you adulterers too. You men that get with these women, you take these women away from a man. All right, and then guess what? For 2-3 years down the line, a lot of time it's earlier than that. She cheat on you. You're like, oh, I don't know how it can happen. Well, she did it. You got her that way, all right? She's going to do it again, all right? So, hey, verse 28 again. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart, all right? So, hey, don't be looking at that porn and shit, man. That OnlyFans, that X video, that Pornhub. Stay away from the shit, man. Like I said, a lot. I won't say 90%, but I'll say a good handful of men have at least checked it out. All right, some of us frequented it. Some of us may not have been into it. All right, all that much. Some might have been on it and said, I'm not really into that. Whatever, Hey, but everybody's got their thing. But most men have checked it out at some point in their life. All right, stay the fuck away from it, man. Get you a wife. Get you not even a wife. You can go and get you a little 1-2. All right, get with a prostitute, or escort or something like that. That's lawful. All right, the apostles even talked about that. You're allowed to do that, man. All right. So hey, but don't be. This is a sad existence in general, man. It's just a sad existence. All right. Sit there in the dark, the computer and shit. It's a sad existence. All right. Romans 7:3. Let's grab it. And it's embarrassing to talk about those topics sometimes, Personally, me, hey, if it's got to be said, it's got to be said. But, hey, man, stay away from that shit. That shit got spirits on it anyway. Demons always been doing some weird shit, all right? Look on those sites, you look, like I said, I haven't been on that shit in a long time, all right? I stopped that a while back, all right? When I found out it was wrong to do, all right? But, they have, if you looked at the shit that was on there, man, the front page, man, they always have the worst shit, all right? They had sodomy right on the front page, all right? You stumble across some gay shit, all right? That is just, it's in the popular videos because these people are popular, all right? That that shit's popular. So you have fucking weird incest shit, all right, and popular, all right? All over the front page and be looking like a fucking goddamn, it's weird shit, man. Weird shit. All right. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Girl on girl, all that shit, man. All that shit. It's scattered. You can't be. You watch that, you're promoting it, all right? You watch that, you're promoting it, all right? So that doesn't, and you can't watch. If you look at that leaves you with like one type that you may or may not, all right, be able to watch, all right, and you still shouldn't do it because you don't know if that woman has a man, all right, because you can't watch another man doing a woman, all right, can't do that, all right, you can't watch two women, all right, obviously, all right, and you're not gonna watch two men because that's fucked up. If you're watching that, you got some shit wrong with you, all right. So that leaves you with a woman solo, all right. That leaves you with that, and you don't know if she's doing that behind her man's back. All right, so stay away from the shit. All right, it's plain. Stay away from the shit. All right, stay away from Onlyfans. Stay away from that shit. You know, women. Hey, you know, you shouldn't be doing it. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know, that's all. All you can do is warn and say, hey, don't do that. All right. Says This is Romans, we'll just start with 7:1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth. Verse 2, for the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. All right, so you women that are with a man, all right, you are not to leave that man. All right, you cannot go and get with another man. That is adultery. All right. Well, men can get with more than one woman. Yeah, that's a different story. All right, you aren't a man. All right, you aren't a man. All right, so hey, you can't bring that up in the equation. Yes, the men are allowed to have multiple wives. Women are not allowed to have multiple husbands. That ain't how this works. All right, this ain't how this works. All right. Verse 2, for the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. So as long as that man's alive, all right, you can leave that man, all right. Say if you're getting beat on, you can leave that man, all right, but you cannot get with another man. You can be on your own, all right. You don't talk to another man, you don't get with another man, all right. You have to be on your own. That's it, all right. That's it, okay. But if he dies, all right, this don't mean kill him, because that's wicked as well. That's going off, all right. Thou shalt not kill, all right. So if he dies, all right, say if he got in a wreck, all right, and you sisters that are in crazy relationships like that, all right, with abusive men or something like that, you know, the Most High might bless you with that, all right. That man might be, you know, crazy. He might get in a fight and someone knocks his ass out. He falls back on the pavement and boom, he's done. He's dead. Guess what? Now you're free from that, all right. Now pick a better man next time. You know, and I'm not saying you don't have the choice all the time. Sometimes, you know, the person, man or woman, might seem cool, and you get in 3 years later, the crazy come out. All right, so it's not always that case, but sometimes you just, men and women, sometimes you just get with some ain't shit ass people. I ain't saying it's just the women. All right, sometimes it's the men too. You get with these hoes, and you're like, oh, why should cheat on me, bro? Well, what did you think she was gonna do, man? She has like fucking 50 bodies, dude. And that's a low number. That's like 2002 numbers for a woman. 50. You know, now you got these women with like 200, 300, 400. Damn, man. You know, because it's like an expressway for whoredom now. All right, because they got that what's that, Tinder? I don't know if the other ones. I'm sure they have other ones, but I know they have Tinder. All right, where you just hook up and shit. So that's like the freeway for whoredom. All right, whoring around. All right. Says, let's start from the top again. For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. Verse 3, so then if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. All right, so hey, the only way you can get out of that is if that man dies. All right, if he's beating on you, you can't take it, you can go on your own. But guess what? You can't get with another man. All right, you can't lay with another man. None of that. All right, can't do that. Can't be kissing on another man, holding hands with another man. None of it. You gotta be on your own, solo. All right, rolling it solo. All right. In your own little apartment, you know, not messing with nobody, all right? So, hey, you know, if you don't like it, hey, we didn't make the law, but we are going to preach the law, all right, and how it's supposed to be held. Deuteronomy 22 and 22, all right? So, hey, the law is there for a reason, all right? The law isn't wrong, All right, if you don't like it, hey, we can't help you with that. If you don't like it, you don't like it. All right, there's nothing we can do to make you like the law. All right. Deuteronomy 22:22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou be put away from Israel. All right, so hey, more scriptures talking about getting with a woman that has a man. All right, like I said, you meeting up with these women, you don't know what these women are doing out there, man. Meeting up with people, you could have been one of the people that met up with that woman. All right, in that video that we played, you could have been one of the men that met up with that woman. All right, not knowing. All right, not knowing, and you know, she's fortunate that she wasn't that he scheduled to meet up with her. She's fortunate that he didn't just find out that she was there with a man, because that could have turned into death. All right, that could have turned into death. All right. Not saying, you know, not that you should do that, all right? We know that shit fucked up. If your woman does that, hey, just leave, all right? We know biblically that we would put them and the man to death, all right? But, hey, you know, that's what I'm saying. You never know. Sometimes you got to watch out. You got to watch out with what you're doing, all right? Because you might think that woman tell you, oh, yeah, no, I don't have a man. I'm single, all that. And you go to meet up, all right? And turns out, you know, and then you hear a car pulling up. You say, who the fuck's that? All right, and then she's like, that's my man, you gotta go. You don't want to be involved in all that shit. You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be real careful, all right? Because it you know, you don't want your life to be ended over box, man. You know, it's happened before. All right, I believe that guy, there was an old blues guy called Devil Took My Woman or something like that. I think he got killed that way. All right, and they say he sold his soul to Satan, all right? And they said, you know, like the actual devil, you know, the pitchfork and stuff. No, he probably sold out to the white man, all right? Because they weren't really letting white people make, you know, or white people. They weren't really letting Jake make record like that back in the day, all right? That's a real way back, all right? But somehow he was able to, all right? And he was known. Skip Johnson, I think. Let me see. Skip James. All right, check this out. Now, if I remember correctly, no, that ain't the one. Let me see. Maybe it might have been a cover. Robert Johnson. So, okay, I got him confused. The other guy was a blues guy, too. Now, this guy right here. This guy. Yeah, he died young. Check it out. Died at age 27. Now, look how he died. Yeah, see, they say he's died of syphilis. Check this out. Several differing accounts have described the events preceding his death. Johnson had been playing for a few weeks at a country dance in town about 15 miles from Greenwood. According to one theory, Johnson was murdered by the jealous husband of a woman who he had flirted. And I didn't hear the story that way. I heard that he had got with her. All right. Johnson had been flirting with a married woman at a dance. All right. She gave him a bottle of whiskey poisoned by her husband. And Johnson took the bottle. Williamson knocked it out of his hand, admonishing him to never drink out of a bottle he had not personally seen opened. Johnson replied, "Don't ever knock a bottle out of my hand." Soon after, he was offered another poison bottle and accepted it. Johnson is reported began feeling ill, blah, 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 blah. So, hey, we don't know how it happened, but, hey, people have been, killed by, when they found it, killed because the dude found out when you were getting with their wife. Hey, and, that's what happens, man. That's why you don't do this shit. All right, going for OnlyFans meetups or meeting OnlyFans, or, you find out somehow, you use your name on there, and man ends up finding that page and goes down and ends up fucking going crazy, find out where you live and kill you. Hey, man, just stay the fuck away from the shit, man. No box worth death. No box is worth death. All right. Deuteronomy 21 and 22, if a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shall be put away, so shall thou put away evil from Israel. All right. So, and I don't, hey, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life and how you should be checking and all that stuff, but hey, just be careful out there, man. All right, just be careful. It's different. It is different if you knew, and if you didn't know. But hey, that's still that's still on your part, man. You should, hey, it's extremely wicked if you know that woman, all right, has a man. You go there and get it. But hey, if you go there and you didn't know, still, man, still you didn't know. But hey, you unknowingly, but you still did. It was still adultery. All right, even if you didn't know. All right. Even if you didn't know. All right, just like if you ate pork and you didn't know, all right, you still ate the pork. All right, you didn't know at the time that it was in the dish, but hey, you still did it. All right, it doesn't take back what you did. All right, it still happens. So you got to be very, 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 very careful. Now, is the Most High more likely to have mercy on you if you didn't know? I would say so. If you truly 100% had no idea, hey, you still got to repent. All right, still got to repent. All right, but hey, it was still a thing. All right, it's different. It is slightly different than because you didn't know. All right, but hey, it's the same day, at the same day, at the same time, man. It still got done. All right, it's still going off. Okay, that's why you got to be careful. You got to be careful with who you getting with, man. You got to be careful out there. All right, these women, man. Let's get Proverbs 6 and 32. This is Proverbs 6 and 32. Yeah. All right, 6 and 32, it says, But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. All right, so hey, man, you don't want to be put in that predicament. All right, now you got these people. This guy, we never grabbed this. All right, this guy said, sure, I'm a slut too, and I don't care if she can make easy money and do it safely. Great, I wouldn't mind doing some on-screen couple stuff either. And this person says, I'm amazed how long it took me to find someone who's cool with it. She's not out getting piped. If she can take a few pictures of her nipples and feet to pay off the mortgage, go for it. Only problem I see is that I'd get jealous that I couldn't. This person says, don't be so sure, bro. You could spread that, on OnlyFans. You could make a mint. It's fucking disgusting. All right? So, two different types of people, all right? No. All right? Or, they've been down there and I guess they wouldn't do it again. And there are other people saying absolutely no, fuck that, absolutely not. All right? And there are other people saying, yeah, sure, go for it. All right? Which is, no, it's going off, man. It's going off. Let's get, we already got Proverbs 6 and 32. Let's grab Ephesians 5 and 5. And guess what? Well, you want to argue that it's not adultery? You want to argue that? Go ahead and argue that. All right? We're going to grab something that you can't fight at all. All right, not that you'd be able to fight anything else, but this one's gonna set you straight. Ephesians 5 and 5. All right. All right, there it is. Slakia. This is Ephesians 5 and 5. It reads, For this ye know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater, hath any inheritance in the kingdom of the anointed and of the Most High. Let's read it again. For this ye know that no whoremonger, compound word, whore and monger. No whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater hath any inheritance in the kingdom of the anointed, or Hamashiach, and of the Most High. All right? Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these cometh the wrath of the Most High upon the children of disobedience. Whoremonger is the key word right here. All right? There you go. Whoremonger. Okay, well, that says whoremong. Whoremonger. There you go. Whoremonger. All right? What does whoremonger mean? All right? So, what is a whore? All right? What is a whore? Prostitute, harlot, whore. All right, to have to do with whores. All right, can we just get whoring here? Right. So hey, that's what a whore is. All right, a whore is someone that sells themselves. All right, someone that sells themselves. All right, now are the prostitutes going off? Yes. Are you going off? No. If you use them, all right, no, you're not going off. They are going off. All right, so now we know what a whore is. All right, one who sells themselves. All right, one that has sexual actions with another person for money. All right. Now, what does monger mean? Monger, Old English, mangere or manger. All right, mongere. All right, I'm not sure how that's pronounced. All right, merchant, trader, broker. All right, dealer, trader, slave dealer. All right, so if you're a whore and you're a monger, you'd be one who trades or deals or sells whores. All right, aka a pimp. Okay, so they say a whoremonger, because if you look at the definition of whoremonger, it's something. All right, but if you look up whoremonger, all right, it's gonna watch. If we go down here before, let's just make to traffic in or to deal in. All right, so look, if we get monger definition, to sell or offer for sale from place to place. Someone who purchases and maintains an inventory of goods to be sold, all right, such as a pimp, all right? And if you're on Onlyfans, you're your own pimp, all right? You're whoremongering, all right? That's going off. Now let's look up the definition of whoremonger and see how they butchered it. All right? No, see, this one's actually got it. To trade in whores. All right, that's what a whoremonger is. Now, if you go to Google and look it up, though, whoremonger, it's going to give you a completely different thing. Whoremonger, a person who has dealings with prostitutes, a sexually promiscuous man. That's not what it's talking about. That's not what whoremonger means. All right? That's not what it means at all. We literally have an etymology online. Monger means to sell or to trade in or to traffic. And whore means a prostitute, a harlot, all right? So, no, that's not what that means. That's how Google Esau trying to fuck up terms and shit. That's not what it means, all right? So now that we know what a whoremonger is, all right, for this, this is Ephesians 5:5. For this you know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Hamashiach and of the Most High. All right, so hey, there you go. There you go. We're going to grab Hebrews 13:4, and then we're going to close out. All right, so hey, there's no getting around the word. There's no loopholes. Hey, if you don't like it, stop doing it. Okay? Honest Life says marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled, but whoremongers and adulterers the Most High will judge. All right, so don't be letting your woman do these things. All right, don't be yourself doing these things. All right, don't be being your own pimp. All right, you men, you can't be showing your weenies on Onlyfans either. All right, you women can't be doing it, obviously. All right, you can't be letting your man do it or letting your woman do it. All right, hey, that's and really you women don't have any control over a man, but hey, you can bring it up and say, hey, that. You shouldn't. Why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing? But you can't demand a man to stop anything. Or if he's gonna be wicked, he's gonna be wicked. All right, man can, try to just like if you have a wicked woman, you can try to demand her. But if she's wicked, she's not gonna listen. If she's already wicked, she's not gonna listen. All right, but hey, stay off those sites, man. Stay off those Pornhubs, your X videos, your I don't even know what they got anymore. I don't even know your OnlyFans. Whatever the hell else they got, just stay off that shit, man. Just go try to find you, a woman, or you women try to go and find you a man, You don't need to be, jumping. We women can't. It's unlawful for you to jump man to man. All right, hey, don't be, trying to. Well, my friend made $500 in a week, Hey, don't do it, man. Just don't. All right, $500 ain't worth your life. All right, so hey, with that, we're gonna close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akavadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me the truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. Until next one, Lord willing. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.